Hello, welcome to class. Welcome to Phone Quarters Business School. My name is Dr. Matilda Moko, and we are continuing with the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John Maxwell. And today we're going to be talking about the law of connection, and the law of the inner cycle. The law of the connection and the law of the inner cycle, brought to you by Phone Quarters Business School. So, for introduction, people don't follow titles, they follow connection. They follow connection, that's what they follow. They're not following your titles, they're following the connection they have made with you. That is what people follow. And you can't build a great vision with the wrong people. You can't build a great vision with the wrong people. No matter how you love those people, if they are wrong for your organization, wrong for your purpose, wrong for your vision, wrong for your mission, you cannot build a great vision. Leadership failure often starts with relational failure. Who are you relating with? As a leader, if you surround yourself with mediocres who are not going anywhere, definitely you're not going to lead anybody. So you have already set yourself up for failure. So the question is, who are you connected to and who is shaping your leadership? Who are you connected to and who is shaping your leadership? Remember, I said last time that in life we have multipliers and those who also add to you. So everybody you meet in life, four things happen to you. Either they are multiplying what they met with you, they are adding to what they have met with you, or they are subtracting from you, or they are dividing and taking away whatever it is you already have. So you have to be conscious of the people you allow within your space. So you can't build a great vision with the wrong people, and leadership failure often starts with relational failure. So who are you connected to and who is shaping your leadership? Now, the session objectives for this class is understanding the power of emotional connection in leadership. You need to understand the power of emotional connection in leadership. It is normally said that people don't care how much you own, but they care how much you care for them. When they know that you are connected with them, you care for them, then they will connect to your leadership. So learn how your inner circle determines your effectiveness. You're going to learn how your inner circle, people you are around your space, how they're going to affect your effectiveness, and identify gaps in your leadership relationships. You're going to learn to identify gaps in your leadership relationships. Now, and also to build a strategy to attract and develop the right people. There's a strategy you need to put in place on how to attract and develop the right people. Now, these are the law of connection, the overview. Leaders must touch a heart before they ask for a hand. You must touch a heart before you ask for a hand. So you don't just force somebody to give you their hand, their hand without their heart. Like you normally say that a man that said, "Oh, no problem," in an argument, he's not convinced. A man convinced against his own will still remains of the same opinion. Some people, they just concede to you to let them just be going, but not that they believe in whatever it is that you have discussed with them. So leaders must touch a heart before they ask for a hand. A leader that touches a heart of the people will always be an exceptional leader, because the people are willing to give them their hand, to put in their best in whatever it is they are doing together. So connection builds trust, loyalty, and influence. Connection, when you connect with people, you're going to build trust with them. They're going to be loyal to you, and then your influence will be felt. People respond to leaders who understand them. People will respond to a leader who understands them. It's like back here in Nigeria, the man called Peter, Mr. Peter Obi. He has touched the heart of the people, and people want him. People respond to him. If they say Peter Obi is coming to Port Harcourt right now, every person will down their tools to go and welcome him, because he has really touched the heart of person, because for all he has been doing. So connection is the foundation of lasting leadership. If you don't connect to the people, if you force your way onto a seat, they will just tolerate you, but not that they want you. And you know that these people don't want you. Do you understand? So connection is the foundation of lasting leadership. Likewise in your business. If you don't connect with your staff, you don't connect with your team, then you are going to struggle. But when you connect with the people working with your inner circle, and then you find out that you empower them, and then that you're going to empower the other persons around you. Now, why connection matters? Connection matters because it drives engagement and commitment. When people are connected to you, they will believe in your cause. They believe in whatever you tell them to do. It will drive engagement and commitment. People are committed to make it work, to ensure that your vision does not go down. They are loyal to you. Now, connection reduces resistance and increases cooperation. When people are connected to you, it reduces resistance and increases cooperation. People will not resist your leadership. They will not resist your ideas, and you find out that people cooperate and then get the work done faster. It creates emotional buy-in, not just compliance. Connection matters. It creates emotional buy-in, not just compliance. When somebody is emotionally connected to you, they have bought into your vision, not just complying. Man, we are just there now. Whatever they say now. No, emotional buy-in. They buy in emotionally into any project you bring before them. And it builds long-term influence beyond authority. Connection builds long-term influence beyond authority. Now, when you have connected with the persons, when you are no more in that authority position, they will still be connected to you. Long-term influence, they keep influencing you. You keep influencing them. They are always remembering that, if look at how it's being done when Mr. Joe was here, and this and that. And then anytime they see you, they are happy to see you. They are happy to be in your presence. They clamor to be around you. So let's look at how great leaders connect. How do they connect? One, they communicate with empathy and clarity. As a leader, you must learn how to communicate with empathy and clarity. Empathy is put yourself in the other person's shoes. How is the person feeling it? How is the person reacting to it? That is what empathy is. And clarity. Be clear about the objectives you want them to achieve. Be clear about it. Yes, empathy. Yes, I feel what you feel. But clarity is that we need to get this done. And we need to get it done in so time, in so way. So, they listen more than they speak. Great leaders connect when they listen more than they speak. Don't go to somewhere. Always be calm to hear from your people what they are saying. When you speak more than you listen, then you're not a good leader. Because it's not about you. It's about the people you are leading. If you don't listen to the nuances in a discussion, the silent unspoken words, then you run amok. So you need to listen more than they speak. So leaders meet people at their level, emotionally and intellectually. Leaders meet people at their level, emotionally and intellectually. Be an emotional person. Find out how the person feels. You don't need rocket science to know that when somebody is not happy about something, or you break the sensation and you see their faces and all that, emotionally connect with the people first, and then intellectually try and also come to par with their own level of understanding so that you can move with them. It's just like a leader, and you have people who are not well schooled in your team, or you're overseeing them, and then every day you come and stand and say, yes, today we are going to be looking at the obvious and oblivious. They will say, what is this man talking about? Do you understand? So you need to come down to their level. If it's breaking down in the legal franca to get the business going, better. If it's bringing that in pidgin English to get the business going, better. So emotionally connect with them. Feel their empathy. In the book, You're talking about presidents that connected when the America was attacked by terrorists and planes crashed into the building. How the president then Bush went there and was shaking hands and hugging the firefighters and those trying to clear the debris and bring out the dead and all that. He went to their level emotionally. He was with them. He was with them all through, and that made them to love him. Good leaders, great leaders, show authenticity and vulnerability. Be authentic. You're not copying anybody. Be your authentic self. You don't need to walk in another person's shoes. You don't need to emulate any other person. Be yourself. Be authentic. And when you are authentic, people will know. Authenticity is the name of the game. It's just like a lot of women who maybe they're trying to date somebody and they are living fake lives. Hello, it's just a matter of time. It will be exposed. It will definitely be exposed. So be yourself. Because when you are yourself, even in the midnight when they wake you up, you are yourself. And vulnerability. Know that you also show vulnerability. You are not cast in iron. You're not cast in stone. So show vulnerability and also understand vulnerability in those you lead. When they are vulnerable, go down and be with them. Understand with them. Feel their pain. Show that you understand them. And then, tell them that you can also be vulnerable. And so you also understand when they are vulnerable. Barriers to connection. Ego and pride in leadership. When you have ego and pride in leadership, that can be a barrier to connection. When you're very egocentric, very pompous, nobody can talk to you, and you're very proud, definitely it's going to affect your leadership as a leader. People who want to associate with you. People will be put off by your egocentric and prideful nature. Poor communication skills. Barriers to connection, poor communication skills. When you don't communicate properly, when you don't learn to communicate your ideas, your expectations to your team, then you are going to have a lot of barriers to your connection to your team. Even in your own home, they say charity begins at home. So if you can't lead your home aright, then it means you can barely lead people aright. You have children in the house, you have nieces, cousins, nephews. How are you leading? Start your leadership right from your home, right from your little space. That is where you begin to lead. You can't be a good leader outside and inside the house there is chaos. Hey, it's not going to happen. So as a leader, you must learn to avoid barriers to connection. Then lack of emotional intelligence. A good leader should know when to keep quiet and when to react. Emotional intelligence is key. In short, there's a course we have on emotional intelligence. I want to post it on the group for those who have not listened to it, to go and listen to it again. It is key. A lot of persons have lost a lot of opportunities, good relationships, because they were not emotionally intelligent to know when to shut up and when to pipe down. A lot of women and men have lost good relationships that will have turned to beautiful lifelong-term relationships or marriage because of lack of emotional intelligence. So as a good leader, everybody must, have good emotional intelligence. Read up on it. Learn how to be emotionally mature in a lot of things. Then assuming instead of understanding people is a barrier to connection. Don't just assume. Try to understand the people you are leading. Don't just assume. Try and understand the people you are leading. Now let's look at the practical ways to build connection. Learn people's names, stories, and their goals. Learn people's names, stories, and their goals. Some people might work with somebody for 5 years, 3 years. They don't know the person's name. It is wrong. Always be friendly. Hello, my name is Matilda. What's your name? Always learn people's names, stories, and goals. Use storytelling to inspire and relate. Use storytelling to inspire and to relate. Give genuine appreciation and recognition to people around you. It's always to give genuine appreciation and recognition to people around you. Be present and intentional in your interactions. You must learn to be present and intentional in your interactions with people. Be present and intentional in your interactions. Get to know those you are leading. Get to know their lives. Get to know their stories. Be intentional in your interactions. Like in the book, John Maxwell explained how one guy decided to be intentional and every day he makes a friend. There's some people, even the Bible says that for him that wants a friend must first of all be what? Friendly. He must first of all be friendly before he can say, I need a friend. So don't just be in a place you are not communicating, you're not smiling. Go out every day. Don't sit alone at lunch. Like when we used to do network marketing, they say, don't sit alone during lunch. Sit with someone. Make a friend. Hello, how are you? So at the end of the day, you feel like coming to work. You don't just come in and you don't know anybody, you don't want to know anybody. It's going to be a very lonely ride for you, whether as a leader or as a staff. Give genuine appreciation and recognition to people who deserve it. Don't steal the recognition of your employees. If they bring an idea to the table and you implement that idea and it gets to work, please accord them the honor. So say, if not for Mr. John, this won't have gone this far. Recognize people and appreciate them. Be present and intentional in your interactions. It's very, very key. And I look at transition from connection to inner circle. Connection attracts people, but structure sustains growth. When you connect with people, it attracts them to you, but you need a structure to sustain that growth. So not everyone connected to you should be close to you. Not everyone that's connected to you should be close to you. You should have your inner circle of persons that, like your think tank group, that you're going to use to achieve a lot. So you can be connected to a lot of people, but not all of them should be close to you because you're going to burn out. So you need to have an inner circle group that you train so that, they are the ones that will now reach the outer circle. Leadership requires intentional selection of key people. As a leader in your workplace, you need to work with key people. In many organizations that are struggling, once they have a new leader, the first thing the new leadership does is to sack all the leaders. All the leaders, they meet on ground. At times it looks horrifying. It looks as if they are very wicked. But they're already captaining a sinking ship. And when you come with your new ideas, they will block you. So that is why a lot of them, they do that. They come in, they study the people, and they they let everybody go. And then come in with fresh people that have fresh ideas, that are not set in their ways. So as a leader, you must learn to select key people. This leads us to the law of the inner circle. The law of the inner circle. This is an overview of it. John Maxwell said a leader's potential is determined by those closest to him. I already said it. As a leader, your potential is determined by those you are allowed to be closest to you. Your inner circle multiplies your effectiveness. If your inner circle is lackadaisical, is not achieving, you are not going to be effective. So as a leader that has potential, your potential is determined by those closest to them. Who are your think tank? Who are your G4? Who are your G3? Who are those people you can say, I trust their judgment? A leader surrounds himself with other leaders. So a leader also surrounds himself with leaders. The places you are weak in, you surround yourself with people who have strength in those areas of your weakness, so that end of the day you are strong all around. As a leader, so at times I see some advert. They say they have 70 years of experience, and you will now be wondering what's that. But you may three partners. Say collectively they have 70 years. This person have 25 years, this one 20 years, this one 25 years. That's 75 years of experience. So that is what you are supposed to do as a leader. Collective strength. Your inner circle multiplies your effectiveness. You need to be careful when you're choosing those in your inner circle. If you know there's some areas you don't understand very well and you are weak in, the best thing is to cultivate those who that area of your weakness is their own strength. And then they will come on board and bring their strength on board, and then you are going to move forward with it. No leader succeeds alone. No leader succeeds alone. That one is basic and is paramount. No leader succeeds alone. You can't take glory for whatever is happening in your organization. It's group effort. So you need people in your inner circle to help you, fine tune and the vision and the mission of your company or your goals that will help you move forward with them. Strong leaders build strong teams around them. So as a leader, you must learn to build a strong team around yourself so that you don't burn out. You can count on 3-4 persons to say, A is in charge of B, Mr. B is in charge of this, Mr. C is in charge of this. And then those are your frontline managers that will not give you reports. They will also have the people they are working with. But if you want to work with everybody, they are going to burn out and you're not going to achieve anything. Why your inner circle matters. Okay, before I go into why this inner circle matters, strong leaders build strong teams around them. Now, I have a friend who has a block industry, a gas plant, a chicken feed lot, and also is into about 5, 6, 7 things. So, but he was burning out. So he now said that he made a decision last month after reading a book by Otedola that he should find a way to partner with those that are working with him. So what has he done? He now called those people who he felt were key players and now told them, we are going to get 30% of the profits of whatever we make here. Guess what happened? He said at the block industry, blocks that have been packed since, suddenly we are flying off the shelves. We are flying off the shelves. Everybody is excited because everybody now has a stake in the business. And now he's at peace, Now he's at peace. So, your inner circle matters. They influence your decisions and direction. The people you surround yourself with will influence your decisions and your direction, how you're going to move forward. They amplify or limit your leadership capacity. If you have people who are not strong leaders, they are going to, bring you down. But if they are strong, they will amplify you or limit your leadership capacity. They represent you when you are absent. They represent you when you're absent. Like this John Maxwell book I'm reading. John Maxwell has a QUIP, an NGO, and another one, KSS or something for leaders and all that. But he said he doesn't even go there. Maybe once a month or two, because he has people there. So they represent him. He doesn't need to be there, but the business is what? Moving. So that is what we're supposed to do as leaders. We're supposed to, groom people that can be in charge. Whether you're there or not, your business should move forward. They shape your organization's culture. Your inner circle are those that are going to help shape the culture of the organization. Now, qualities of a strong inner circle: loyalty and trustworthiness. They are loyal and they are trustworthy. These are people you go and say, you can go and sleep. Once you give them an instruction, consider it done. You know that this person is going to deliver and they are loyal to you. They won't sell out on you. Competence and excellence. They are competent and they are excellent in everything they do. They don't need to finish a job and you come and start looking at it again. No. You already know that these people are competent and they are very excellent in their jobs. Shared vision and values. They have same shared vision and values with you for your company, for your goals, and for your mission. They encourage to challenge and support you. They have the courage to challenge you. Like my friend, my learned friend will say, now he's going to be on the offensive. He will ask me some questions about things I want to do, challenging me to think better, and thereby supporting me to make the right decisions. Initially I would angry, say no, that he's not what he's doing. And later I would think about it. I would just smile and say, yes, it's really good, because everybody can't take it the way I'm talking about it. Some people might also come in a negative way, or not actually negative way. Some people don't understand things as quickly as others do. So I have to also consider those people in everything I do. Now let's look at the common mistakes in building inner cycles. Choosing familiarity over competence. That is the bane of the African man. Now, my friend, I know we went to primary school together. My pastor would say, 20 children don't remain playmates for 20 years. So if somebody is not growing, is not competent, no matter how, it's better for you to give the person money to go and settle himself than to put them in a position of authority. They will drag you down. Just watch yourself take a swim inside the gutter. They will drag you down, not intentionally. And any little thing, they will begin to feel, is it because? That will now become the discussion of the day. Is it because of what? Because you didn't check well. So don't choose familiarity over competence. Keeping yes people instead of truth tellers. That is sycophants all over the place. Yes. Oh, yes, member. All they are looking for is that salary will drop, and then they don't tell you the truth. Ignoring character in favor of talent. Some people have talent but terrible characters. So character is key. You need to check somebody's character. No matter how skillful somebody is, a person has a very terrible character. Hello, you don't want to have anything to do with that person. Failing to develop inner circle members. When, as a leader, you don't have inner circle members, you are already programming yourself to fail. How to build your inner circle? Identify people with complementary strengths. Identify people with complementary strengths. That is how, first of all, you begin to build your inner circle. Those who are going to work with you. Those who are going to work with you, identify them with complementary strengths. Remember I said that as a leader, you surround yourself. If you know that area of your weakness, and you see somebody who is a leader in that area where you're weak, groom and nurture that person to be in your inner circle. What is that person doing for you? The person is, not hiding your weaknesses, but helping shield you. Because you can't be everywhere. You can't know it. You can't know all. Create leadership roles. Okay, invest in their growth and leadership. Invest in their growth and leadership. People who invest in their growth and leadership. And so where do you meet them? You meet them when you go for trainings, for seminars, and then even within the workspace, how they behave, how they relate to others, what they do, what is their program. That is how you know those who are investing in their growth and their leadership skills. So somebody that refuses to invest in their growth and leadership skills, then the person is not going anywhere. Like in my office, I get my staff to have every 2 weeks, you must read a book, no matter how small, and then we'll discuss it, because I want them to grow beyond where they are. So if you're a reader if you're a leader and you don't invest in your growth, you don't go for conferences, you don't read books, then very soon you're going to run amok. Very soon you're going to run amok because you are going to get grounded. Create clear roles and expectations. How to build the inner circle. Create clear roles and expectations. This is what I want you to do. That. And this is what I expect of you. That. Don't just assume. Please, never assume. It's just like I normally tell mothers. I said, if you have children in the house, and maybe a housekeeper in the house, and then you're going out, and you say, clean the house, so tidy the room, and you didn't say, Chiji, tidy the kitchen. Everything in the kitchen, make sure it's spotless when I come in. Emeka, take care of the sitting room. Chinwendu, all the bedrooms, please change it. If you don't give that clear rules and expectations, you will come back to chaos, because everybody is expecting everybody they won't do anything. So likewise, as a leader, please always make sure you define roles and expectations. Foster trust through transparency and accountability. foster trust through transparency and accountability. You need to be transparent with the books. You need to be transparent with everything you're doing. And you as a leader, you must be accountable before you expect accountability and transparency from others. So if you're a wuru leader, as we normally say here in Nigeria, of course, people around you will also become funny, and that is not a good one. Connection plus inner circle, the power combo. Now, connection attracts people to your vision, remember? But inner circle sustains and executes that vision. So that's how they're connected. Connection, yes, it will attract people to your vision. But then when from those people that are connected to you, you choose your inner circle. These are people that are going to work to sustain and execute the vision with you. So connection builds loyalty. Inner circles builds capacity. Connection builds loyalty. You have connected to people that are loyal to you. Now, the inner circle will help you to build the capacity of your vision. Now, together they create unstoppable leadership momentum. That's what the two of them can do for you as a leader in your place of work and everything. Now, let me explain this a little. Like in the home, you have your inner circle. Everybody is attracted to you as the mother of the house. But now you know the strength of the children. Now you know their capacity. Yeah, if you have, let's say in a house you have like 6 or 7 children, then you know those who are strong in different areas. They become your inner circle. This is how we're going to run this house. Here's how we're going to the farm. We are going to do this. We're going to do this. And then you are going to work with Nkechi and Bola. You are going to work with this and that. So end of the day, everybody feels very, very important and happy and willing to comply with you. Case study and reality check. Leaders who failed due to poor relationships. A lot of leaders who have failed due to poor relationships. I believe you can think of 1 or 2. They didn't coordinate people well. They never connected to the persons, and then they failed. Leaders who succeeded through strong teams. Think of a leader who has succeeded through a strong team. Maybe a leader of the church or your community who had a strong team. Then, this comes to mind. Even in a school setting, in different settings, leaders are everywhere. So think of a leader who have succeeded through strong teams and leaders who have failed due to poor relationships. Now, the cause of disconnection and weak cycles. The cause of disconnection and weak cycles. A leader who does not connect with the people he is leading. It's like a father in the house. You don't connect with your children and your missus. Wake up and smell the coffee. It's only for, as we say, one benta, just a little time. And you'll be shocked what will happen. So it's going to cost you heavily if you don't understand your children. And then weak cycles. I remember my learned friend saying that when his children were small, something happened. That, you notice that one day when he came back, all the children left the sitting room. And he said, he had to caution himself. And I asked himself, why were these children not trying to disconnect with him? And his daughter told him that because he always shouting. And then from that day, he checked himself. So he was gradually getting disconnected with his children, and he didn't know it. And that is the truth about many of our fathers and even our mothers. You just start shouting from the gate. Children will also begin to look for the next exit. You understand? So, and then those who have weak cycles, please. 20 children cannot remain 20 for 20 years cannot remain playmates. Decide to grow and leverage yourself out of poor cycles. Reflection: where do you currently stand as a leader? If you're listening to me today, where are you standing as a leader, as a mom, as a dad, as an uncle? Every one of us is a leader. Each and every one of us is a leader. So where do you currently stand? If you're not standing well from all I've said, go back to the drawing board and ask yourself some silent questions and begin to take action towards becoming a good leader. Self-assessment exercise. Now, do people feel understood by you? Because one thing, you can understand yourself, but when nobody is understanding you, then they will just be nodding their head, but they don't understand you. Like for me, I know I talk fast. You sure this training I'm even doing now, I think I should score myself 9/10 because I've been learning to calm down. So do people feel understood by you? You know yourself. So ensure people understand you. Call them back. Explain it again. Ask them, please, if you don't understand, let me know. So they open and say, yes, I don't understand them. Then you understand again. So please, you explain again. So ensure people understand you. Who are your top 5 closest influencers? Who are those you look up to? They might not be physically around you. You might have them through books. Like the book I'm reading by John Maxwell. He is one of my influencers. I read about him a lot. So who is influencing you? Who are you listening to? There are podcasts everywhere. They could be also the spiritual preachers and all that. Those in the management, sciences, leadership, so many things. Just go on YouTube, go on podcasts everywhere. You can be mentored. You can read books. Your influencers can come from books. Are they adding value or draining you? This morning on the online money division and on church on Sunday, my pastor said there are 2 or 3 different type of person. There are very needy people, VNP, very needy people, then VDP, very draining people. So are they draining you? And value adding people, VVP, value adding people or something else. So who is around you? Are they adding value to you? Are they draining you? Remember I said something happens when somebody comes into your space. 4 things must happen. Either they are multiplying on whatever they met with you, or they are adding to it, or they are draining you, or they are subtracting from you. So you need to understand where that person is coming from and know how to relate with that person or not at all. So what must change immediately? You know yourself. What must change immediately? So action plan, commit to improving daily connection habits. Commit to improving daily connection habits. Audit and refine your inner circle. Replace or develop key team members. Replace or develop key team members. Build a structure of trust, growth, and accountability as a leader. Replace those who are not playing, who are not there for you, replace them. Instead of audit and refine your inner circle. Some people at some point they will start off very well, but when you now notice this person is not actually meeting up, kindly quietly replace that person and build a culture of trust, growth, and accountability. Now, in closing, leadership is not about control, it's about connection. You can't when you control people, you can't lead them. Because of what they're getting from you, that moment they might just be nodding their head, but after that you're on your own. So it's not about control, it's about connection. Connect with them, understand them, and then you can lead them. Success is not about doing more, it's about doing it with the right people. Your success is not about doing more, it's about doing it with the right people. Your future is hidden in your relationships. Who are your friends? Who are you building life with? The question is, will you be intentional or accidental? You can't be an accidental leader. You have to be intentional in building your team and then not accidental. Conclusion. Today we have seen that leadership is deeply relational and strategically built. It's like, I was talking to my friend some nights back. She said, the staircase in her house, that she climbs, how did she say it? She climbs intentionally. She climbs intentionally and determinedly and comes down intentionally because she doesn't want to fall. So likewise, you need to be intentional about what you're doing. If you truly want to grow, you must connect better and choose better. Your next level is not doing more, it's in becoming better and surrounding yourself wisely. You have to surround yourself with people who are reading, people who are going somewhere. So I challenge you within the next 7 days. Like in this one, I said your next level is not in doing more, it's in becoming better and surrounding yourself wisely. One of the men John Maxwell talked about in the book, that the guy, he said that initially as a leader, he will get like three sets of people and share them into three sets. One, the people who are doing well and know what they want. Two, the people who are in the middle. And three, those people who are not even there. He will now be spending his time on those last set of persons, trying to get them to be up and doing. But it was draining him. And at some point, he just threw in the towel and now started to focus on the first set of persons who already have the skills he desires, help them to hone it better, and then boom, his organization exploded. So you can't drag somebody who is not willing to go anywhere. So your next level is not doing more, it's in becoming better and surrounding yourself wisely. I challenge you within the next 7 days, strengthen one key relationship and upgrade one person in your cycle. Strengthen one key relationship, and upgrade one person in your cycle is very, very important. Now, for registration, join Fund Quarters Leadership Community. I can click on the link www.fundquarters.b/reg.php to register into our programs and attend next Empowered Wednesday session and share one key insight from today's class. Commit to building intentional leadership relationships. Thank you for being part of this class. I hope all you have said here, you have learned here, you are going to begin to put them to practice and listen to them time and again, watch this time and again, and of course, the top will be your starting point. Thank you very much. My name is once again Dr. Matilda Nwoko, and I'm happy that's myself here. I'm happy to have been part of your journey so far, and you have a wonderful day. Thank you. See you next class.